Now, a license is given by states, and that is very complex. And I don't want to spend too much time on the politics of healthcare, but just so you'll understand, a lot of the massage laws in the United States have become very restrictive, as massage schools have seen that they can increase their income by having more and more techniques that were generally associated as bodywork reclassified as massage techniques, thereby forcing people who ordinarily would study these techniques in a weekend workshop or a summer intensive, instead being forced to go to massage school so that they have a license to practice. So recognize as you pick your area of choice, you may choose to go for a college diploma, you may choose to go for a profession where there's a license, you may choose to get accreditation or just get certification, or you may choose to just work with a master teacher who will give you the techniques and skills that you need to know to have a career in alternative and natural healing and also make a difference in other people's lives. As you begin to question about the different areas of education you might wish to choose, you will also begin to question, what can you do with this education? Generally speaking, at this time, in the year 2000, there are a number of things that you can focus on in having a career in natural healing. And these are the key areas. The first key area is consulting. The second key area is speaking. The third key area is teaching. The fourth key area is product development. And the fifth key area is writing. Now, consulting covers a lot of territory. For instance, consulting can be everything from being a holistic medical doctor to answering the phone for the Psychic Friends Network. Natural healing covers a wide range, and it has to do with everything that may cover emotional, biochemical, structural, and spiritual. So some forms of natural healing may be very scientific in their orientation, nutritional therapy, for instance, herbal therapy, for instance, certain types of manipulation and hands-on healing, and other types may be considered extremely unconventional, tarot cards, astrology, aura reading, past life regression, etc., etc. Obviously, it's unfair to throw all of these into one category, and yet within natural healing, they really do blend in certain ways, and so I will treat them equally for the purpose of this discussion. Consulting is the form that most people utilize when they go into the healing professions because it's the most natural. What does consulting mean? I imagine on a general level, it's anything where you're supplying a service to somebody involved in healing and you're charging a basic fee, often per hour. So massage, counseling, coaching, psychotherapy, flower remedy consultations, color therapy consultations, yoga sessions, or anything that involves the concept of somebody making an appointment, coming to an office, getting a technique, or calling on the phone and getting some help and writing a check for that time period would be considered consulting. And obviously that's a general description. There are a lot of different ways of consulting outside of that particular form I've described, but it's a way to start. And certainly people who are entrepreneurial or who end up working in a corporate environment, a healing center, a hospital, essentially doing consulting in one form. Obviously in an organizational setting, they're going to be getting a salary as opposed to seeing clients on an hourly basis. The second level that people work in is as professional speakers. And clearly of all the forms that one may go into, except for possibly writing and product, speaking is the most lucrative. And I say that because if you look at the careers of people like Andrew Weil, Deepak Chopra, or Anthony Robbins, there are people who are making millions and millions of dollars a year. They're making anywhere from $3,000 to $100,000 a day speaking about holistic health. A third level that someone may work with is in teaching. And teaching has to do with developing of a school, an educational series, or any way where information can be dispensed on a continual process in some kind of organized fashion. And I do that myself, by the way. I have a school of alternative medicine called the Academy of Natural Healing, where people take different courses on different subjects, some of them actually getting certification at the end of a certain number of hours of study. So that is where teaching comes in. Another area that people work in is in product development. Nutritional products, crystals, flower remedies, audio and visual tapes, books. These are all products that people can develop themselves or sell other people's products in the context of consulting, speaking, teaching. And then, of course, there's writing. People write books, they write newsletters. There are a lot of different ways of using the written word as a means of producing income in the field of natural healing.